What's your thoughts on what we're seeing right now?
It's looking good. I mean, it is what we've been expecting.
XRP, XRP, XRP. Why am I saying it 3 times? No idea. It just felt good at the time. It's breaking away from Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin becoming boring and old hat? Is XRP breaking away? What's going on? Well, perhaps someone could tell you more than me. In fact, he definitely could. We've got a star guest on our show today. This is an XRP special, and we're talking XRP, we're talking tariffs, we're talking XRP potentially breaking away from Bitcoin. Is it going to $10? What's going to happen? We've got issues with Donald Trump, Inauguration Day. Data came in today. Inflation was good. I did tell you. And anyway, because of that, the market is fearful now of what Donald Trump is implying with this new organization he's setting up for tariffs. So people are taking money out of the market. It started to bounce back, though. It just got sold off too much. And XRP is breaking out. Now, who could possibly tell me more about XRP than I know myself? Well, that's easy. Anyone, really. But who's the best person? Who's going to give me the best information? Well, tap the like button. Can everyone go mad in the chat, please? Tap the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, in today's show, we're going to break 60,000. Our star guest on the show is... Please step up. Of course it is. Here he is. It's Sensei Crypto. How are you, mate?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me on the show. Let me take away my tickers. We don't need both of them. But what a day! XRP is really popping off again. And as I said, it's doing something Bitcoin isn't even doing. It's going up, and Bitcoin's just going sideways and going down.
I know. It's an exciting day, isn't it? You've always loved XRP. You brought this to us when it was just a few cents, like 30 cents or whatever it was. I bought it at 30 cents, 40 cents. I sold it at 98 or whatever it was, and then went in the S&P for integrity of the show. But it's great to see everyone up so much, and it's fantastic to see that the story about Bank of America is gaining traction. Bit sad to see people are trying to exaggerate with it, though, and $20,000 and all this nonsense. I believe we're going to get Brian on the show. It's just taking a time. It's a big ask to get a big CEO like that on the show, but we've had others, so we'll get there. But Sensei, talk to me. If you want to go full screen in a minute, we can do that as well. What's your thoughts on what we're seeing right now?
It's looking good. I mean, it is what we've been expecting. 30 cents buying it. I remember you getting in at 30, 35 cents, having to sell for the integrity of the show. I mean, giving up all these gains just to be a media channel. I mean, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. But it's
a bigger picture, though. It's a bigger picture. You can see where the channel's going now, right? And if I was it's tough. Gorilla, Mobix, how many stocks have we caught at the bottom and made those predictions? Those predictions on, inflation report for the PPI, right? Again, said the market would rally today, and it did. And everything we've said is spot on because the market knows it as well. They're not stupid. I'm not smarter than other people. They know it too. Just they say it in a way to drive it down, to buy it back. We know how this game works. But, I've got to look at the bigger picture. And for me, it's about the audience, not my personal portfolio, right? So I'm just glad everyone's making money. It's great to see it.
Yeah. And I think we're going to continue making money. Again, anything I say, anything we say is just not financial advice. But looking at the chart, I'll bring it up in a second. But we've just gone on that massive run from 50 cents all the way to $3. We put out a controversial video about a 50% drop to warn everyone. And we keep saying it, a 50% drop will happen in cryptocurrency, whether it's tomorrow or, and if more likely in the bear market.
Let's get rid of all those. We're both showing it. Both happened at the same time, didn't it?
I turned mine off as well. Yeah, we put out that controversial video when we were nearly at $3, saying there's going to be the thumbnail, the title. There was an element of clickbait, but it was good clickbait. It's clickbait to show you there can and there has been and there will be 50% drop in the price of XRP. Yes, within that video, I said it's more likely to be a 30 to 40% correction in the short term. But if you're not prepared for a 50% correction and you're investing in cryptocurrencies, then you're not in the right market. Then you haven't taken enough precautions, and your risk appetite isn't what it needs to be for the cryptocurrency market. So I'm happy with a video like that. I'm happy it brought a lot of controversy, because it meant that people can understand that this cryptocurrency game is very risky. And I said Bitcoin's looking bearish, XRP's looking a bit bearish, it's overbought. All of these news stories of $2,000 XRP has come out and all this sort of stuff. So we did correct. We came back to $2, a little bit less. We had a 36% correction. So again, it was a great trade. Then we sold at $3, bought back, saved ourselves money, bought at $2. The initials out, we've bought more. Then we sold again at $2.62. Another 30% gain. Then it came back down another 30%, bought at $2. Then we managed to buy at $2 again, and now we're back above $2.62. So there's like 3-4 trades of 40% gains, whether you're buying and selling higher or saving yourself some money. Again, not financial advice, but I'm coming out here showing you the levels. You go learn about charts and you can do the exact same thing. So where are we now? I can show you my chart and
Joel,
see
just a minute,
massive.
we'll bring the chart up. But let's just clarify, you mentioned a word there. You talked about clickbait. Let's explain to people what clickbait is, right? It's very, very important. There's good clickbait and there's bad clickbait. It's my job as the owner of this channel and the network to get people to see the videos we put out, right? Not to sell videos, to deliver the honest truth. Okay, that's why I commit to sitting here every day, all day, every day, right? I want to do something good with my life. This is why we're here. So to get you to watch, we have to tell, you can't lie. We got to tell, there's no picture of a naked girl going, watch this video and you're going to see naked dancers, and then you go, hang on a minute, it's a bold bloke from England talking about XRP. That doesn't make any sense, right? That's bad clickbait. Our clickbait is always truthful. And like Sensei's just explained to you, going up and down there, you could have made all those gains. So it was right, okay? And the 50% will come, not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So there's that. But whether you are an author of a book, or you're doing a movie at the cinema, or the movies, whatever you want to call it in America, or whatever you might be, you have to advertise what's in the show to get you curious to go and have a look. And the way it works is, and YouTube is very sensible, right? YouTube is a business. It's very black and white. If people click on your video and they like what they see and they watch and they like and they subscribe, okay, YouTube rewards you, the creator, by showing other people, and your channel grows. You can't grow without doing that, okay? If it's rubbish and people watch and there's no content, it was bad clickbait, they click off, they're not interested, they do downlike, whatever, they unsubscribe, they don't show anymore, and they stop showing people, and your channel fails. So if you bad clickbait and you are irresponsible, you don't actually benefit at all. Whereas good clickbait is rewarded because it delivers to the customer, the viewer, what they came for. So I hope everyone understands that now. It's very important. Now, Sensei, you said to me you've got a chart you want to share with me. Is that right?
Yeah, I can bring it up on the screen.
Okay. Let's bring that right now. There you go.
Yeah, this is the chart on XRP, and just zooming out, you can see exactly what's occurred. I mean, you just look at it, it's just sideways, downwards, sideways. This was the whole 2 years of content on this channel. Every Sunday, XRP, what's happening? Is it going to pop off? Is it not? Is it going to go to zero? And all this time, it was accumulation period. And then we can see beginning of November went up in a straight line. And what we've got forming since is this bull pennant, a bull flag, consolidation, accumulation, whatever you want to call it. Is very obvious to see. We went downwards, sideways, held $2. That's the level we kept saying we're going to hold, and we held it 3 times. Three times you could buy it at $2. And now finally we had that breakout. Yesterday on the show I said we're breaking out, but don't be surprised if we come back down to $2.38. We might come down for that bullish retest, and that's what happened yesterday. An amazing bullish retest, and now what we were looking for is to get back above $2.62, and it looks like this daily candle close is going to be back above $2.62. So this chart is perfect for educational purposes, because you can see exactly what it is. It's a trading pattern. You get back above the pattern, you retest the pattern as support, then you break out and break above support. So what it's looking like now is a few levels to get back above the previous highs of the cycle, $2.90, $2.73 as a 786 for this structure. But if this bullish momentum continues, and if we get the move that you're thinking we're going to get tomorrow with CPI news and the good news of Trump coming in and a bullish first 6 months, which I do expect for 2025, the year after the halvening, we're going to talk about Bank of America later on in the show, and we're going to talk about the bullish news of Gary Gensler going out and his closing speech. We'll discuss that shortly. But just looking at the technicals, you can see that we are posed for another run to the highs. I think we'll go to all-time highs, no problem. And I think that's when we need to start getting, that's when it gets hard. The hardest part, Martyn says it, I say it, the easy part is to make the money. The hard part is keeping it. And right now it's been very easy. I mean, it's 2 years of buying, and then it's just gone up in a straight line, consolidated, taken our initial out. But we haven't done the hard part. The hard part is still coming. The hard part is going to be selling it. I'm going to not like selling. I love XRP's technology. I think it can be $100 one day.
And we'll come on to that. We'll come on to that strategy in a moment about selling as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about the selling, but right now, I mean, the hard part is selling, and that's what we need to focus on next. As soon as we break out of all-time highs, it can be very quick, very volatile. That's why I've had this plan in place of dollar cost averaging out, laddering out my position. Over 50% of my position will be taken out by the 1618 of $5.30. Then I'll ladder out at $6, $7, $8. If we do get that high again, nothing's ever guaranteed. None of this is financial advice, but hard part selling it, and it's going to get close to that next big move up, and we're going to discuss that. And I'd like to get Martyn's thoughts on that as well, along with Bank of America and Gary Gensler's departure. So that's the chart. If you want more charts, then you can always check out my playlist. There's lots of full technical analysis. But yeah, I mean, it's looking interesting as we have definitely broken out.
I want to comment. Someone just said, and I just saved it as a favourite. It's never remember. It's always someone like this. Clearly, that Lucas is clueless if he sold under $1. Well, let me be absolutely clear. Absolutely clear. I bought XRP because I knew it would do well, because I've surrounded myself and educated myself on crypto and XRP from Sensei. So I bought it. I sold it because as my channel grew, I wanted it and always wanted it to be a mainstream media network, not just a YouTube channel, multiple creators all on one channel. I'm not even sure that's been done like this before. YouTube TV channel with interviews of CEOs, hedge fund managers, regular interviews, guests, specialists, and all that stuff, and multiple creators on the same network. So I do not, my focus is about the audience and the show, not my own personal bag. It doesn't, I'm just really happy for everyone making money. But I did make money, but ultimately you have to remember the bigger picture. Thank you, Sensei, for doing Smash the Like. That's very good, that. I just looked down. I missed it when you did it. I was looking somewhere else. It's good. Very good. You're getting better at that now. You want to make sure it doesn't go over your face. You're getting better at it. You're getting, yeah, okay. Brilliant. So, you know, there's a bigger picture here than just me. You know, I'm not clueless at all. Remember, what I did is I sold out and bought back in the S&P, and not because I think the S&P can make more money than XRP right now, but there's a bigger picture, and Sensei touched on it, and I want to come back to that because this is absolutely essential. The stock market is, first of all, it's not a cash machine. It's an investment platform, and you have to play chess, not checkers. You can't just rush to buy when everyone's buying. That's one move, and then think, what's the next move? And then think, what's the next move? I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 moves ahead. I've got 100 moves ahead for the show and the progress of this network. So you've got to think ahead. And the question you have to ask yourself, and Sensei mentioned it, at some point, you are going to have to sell your XRP. 100%. Because And I think this, and I think Sensei, we had this discussion once and you felt the same way, that the future will not be hundreds and thousands of crypto coins like there are today. There will be a few. XRP will be the main payment system, and Bitcoin will be the digital gold, and a few others, whatever. But essentially, crypto was designed and will be about a payment system. And the real money will be the institutions, the banks, the governments, the countries that run it, and so on and so forth. That's where it's all going. That's what it was designed for in the first place. We're in the early days, the OK Corral, the gold rush, with everybody panning for gold. Now no one pans for gold, right? They just buy shares in gold and so on and so forth. Very different world we live in right now. And that's where we're going. So this day, the day of speculating and gambling will eventually come to an end. So you've got to sell. And that's where things get a little bit complicated and difficult. Because when you sell, because you don't want to be up to $10 and then it goes to 50 cents, do you? I mean, that really would be silly, right? So you sell. When you sell, you will pay massive amounts of capital gains. You will. You can't avoid it. It's just the way it is. And then when you sell, what do you do with your money? Do you now think, well, I was so clever last time, I'm going to buy Binky Bonk, and then you lose all your money, then you're back to where you started from? The difference is, when everyone starts selling, I won't be selling anything. I will be here looking at all my money going up, and my $1 million will become $10 million. You'll see it live on the show, and I won't have to sell. And when it comes to the time that I actually want to take profit, all I'll be doing is either living off dividends or borrowing against it. That's a long-term strategy which takes time, discipline, and patience. So don't call me clueless because I made the sacrifice to do something right for the show. I wasn't unaware. I was fully aware that XRP was going to do well, but I'm looking at the bigger picture, and that's important. I'm sure you're already thinking that yourself, Sensei, right? At some point you take profits. Where do your profits go? What do you do with it, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the aim. I mean, if I was just buying for 4 years at 50 cents, I mean, I don't want to spend another 4 years in a bear market, watching my money go from here to down here, 80% drop, which probably will happen in a bear market for another 4 years. I want to profit. I want to reinvest. I want to buy back lower. I want to pay as much capital gains tax as I can, really. I don't mind paying capital gains tax. It means I've made a capital gain. So yeah. But the issue is you have to make sure you put the money aside. Don't reinvest that money and make sure you pay the tax man. Again, consult your tax advisor or do your research, but put that money aside because you're going to have to pay capital gains if you do have, depending on your jurisdiction, how much you've made. In the UK, it's about £3,000. It's gone down a lot. So a lot of people will be paying capital gains. The HMRC is definitely going to know that crypto has made a lot of people money, so they're going to come after you if you don't. But ultimately, I'm very happy to pay tax because, I mean, if you're paying capital gains tax, it means you're making
absolutely
making some money. So, we have absolutely. I'll come back to that thought. We've got a special moment. Shall we do it? Yes, we shall. Our sponsor has just gifted 10 memberships in the show today. 10 people, I believe, have won memberships. This is absolutely amazing. So these memberships have just come in. Incredible stuff. So we're going to give everyone some prizes right now. This has just been donated. Very exciting. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, indeed. Just been donated by our sponsor. Our sponsor is today, let me bring him up on the show, Crafty Falcon. Crafty Falcon has just donated some memberships, 10 in fact. If you've just won a membership, would you please thank Crafty Falcon? This is him here. He's our sponsor. Now, remember what I said before? We don't take sponsorship from rich individuals. We take sponsorship from viewers and memberships. Just $99 a month. So, he's at 9,920. I want everyone to subscribe to him because he's one of our members. Let's do something wonderful. There you go. Let me put the link in there, look.
Let me put it in. This is going to be part of a video, so we're going to come back very quickly to Sensei. Please do click the subscribe. He's on 9,920. I'm going to wait 30 seconds, and I want that to go 9,930. What would be really great is to get him to 10,000 subscribers. Are you ready? One of our sponsors. You can sponsor the channel by becoming a member of our channel. $99. You will go to hundreds of thousands of people and will help and support you. Now, if you're thinking I'm not going to subscribe, please do, because the day will come when you will want us to sponsor and support you for some reason. Are you ready? Crafty Falcon, he's just given 10 memberships away. Are you ready? The link's in the chat. One more time, and I'm going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I want to see it go 9.93 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go on, 9.93, 9.93. Oh, 10,000 subscribers. I'm absolutely loving it. 10,000 subscribers. That's absolutely fantastic. 10,000 subscribers. We absolutely love that. That is absolutely fantastic. How about that, everybody? How about that? That's absolutely brilliant. Let's come back to Sensei. Can you believe that? 10,000 subscribers. There you go. That was exciting. Thank you very much. Everyone that's won a membership, please do thank Crafty Falcon. He's just paid for all your memberships, and we're celebrating here 10,000 subscribers. Congratulations to our sponsor. Wonderful stuff. All right, Sensei. So what do you think? Tomorrow, we've got Jerome Powell's, the FOMC's report, the Fed's preferred measurement metric of inflation tomorrow. What do you think? What are we going to get? And more importantly, what's going to happen to XRP tomorrow? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we had a good result today. People weren't expecting it with the PPI. So, yeah, the only person who was you, Martyn, which is great. And you're expecting a good read on CPI. Is that right?
I am, but CPI, I am, but there will be some disturbing numbers in the airlines. There will be certain prices that have gone up. There'll be certain areas that will pose some difficulty. So it's not a free for all. And again, I make it clear, and this is a good thing. We don't want a Paul Volcker. If you remember Paul Volcker, rates went down and then it went back up again, and we had spiking inflation. That's what we don't want. That is not what as an investor, I don't need that. That's not good for investing, right? We don't want that. So there's going to be some sticky news in there. Listen, all I'm looking for is to see that inflation is steadily coming down, not suddenly dropping off a cliff. I mean, it'd be lovely, but I'm not looking for that. And I'm not investing on that, expecting this massive great move. Just want steady decline. So what I'm expecting is a good CPI tomorrow. That'll still be good for XRP because people are still concerned. No matter how good it is tomorrow, and even if we had a boom tomorrow, people will still buy XRP because this is related to other things, pro-Trump and everything else. But people are still going to be nervous about what tariffs actually mean and what he's actually going to do. So no one's going to come out of the gate running and going crazy with all this news. There's still going to be a little bit of a delay. It's not going to be an overnight thing. But what I am looking for is a generally good print tomorrow. I don't really care what the market does. That's the great thing about investing. Not worried. If the market don't really like it, doesn't matter. I'm more interested in the numbers. Is inflation coming down? Is GDP going up? Are we spending money? Are more and more people being employed? Is the economy strong? And then, even more important than any of that, how do the banks perform tomorrow? The underperformers of the S&P right now. We're going to cover BlackRock at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Really, really early. Oh, hello, what's this?
MSK donated £5 through a super chat. Martyn, at times you take Sensei's well-researched and informed forecasts and spin them into sensationalized definitives. LOL. It's when, not if. Crash.
It's when, not if. That's correct. No, sorry. Did I say it's when, not if? Yeah, that's right. That's what I said, right? When, not if. It's if, not when. I think you've reversed it around. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what you're saying there, to be honest. I don't really get it. Anyway, whatever. Thank you, MSK, for the super chat. I appreciate it. But tomorrow, more importantly, very, very early in the morning, 6:30 a.m., we're going to look at BlackRock. BlackRock is what's important tomorrow morning. What they do. I'm going to clear the screen again now. Sorry, Sensei. We had all those super chats come in, all those memberships come in. And then we've got Citi in the afternoon. And then we've got Bank of America on Thursday. And Bank of America, I'm really trying hard to get Brian on the show. It hasn't been able to happen yet. But I'm hoping they'll mention, hopefully, something about XRP or cryptocurrency on their earnings call. If they're going to mention it, that's where they'll mention it. It's why maybe would explain why they're in silence mode now. A lot of media that doesn't understand the crypto media that's making all these wild predictions about $20,000, they don't seem to understand that the company will be in a silent moment just prior to an earnings. That's how it goes. I know that because I've been on an earnings call. Got another one coming up in a couple of weeks. There's a silent time when they go just before an earnings. They can't actually say anything about things like that because that could lead the markets in one way or another. And I'm sure if Brian suddenly said, yes, we're using XRP, I mean XRP would go bonkers and people would start sort of manipulating Bank of America stock, and it would be pretty crazy. They don't want that. Anyway, any more thoughts from me, Sensei?
Yeah, I mean, it would be great to hear that straight from Bank of America. I mean, we've got trusted sources. I mean, it was on a Fox Business interview that the Sound Planning Group CEO, David, look at his name here, David something, revealed that Bank of America has integrated XRP for 100% of their internal transactions. That is, we don't like to bring you fake news, but that is a trusted source. Whether or not this guy is going to get fired from being a CEO for bringing fake news is what we're up against, and we're thinking he's not. So
I think he was allowed from Bank of America to reveal that. From knowing what I know, I would say Bank of America allowed him to report that.
Yeah.
Rather than them saying it.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's my thoughts.
And I think that's good because we've got the pump because we think they're doing it, and then we can get the pump because Bank of America announced it as well. So it's a win-win for the investors out here of XRP. We can get the news twice from two different sources, and then we'll get the news that another bank's using it. Then we'll get the news of the ETF. Then we'll get the news of the case being dropped now that Gary Gensler's out. I think that's finally happened. Obviously, it was already priced in that Gary Gensler's going out. Now what we need is the case to be dropped. And I'm confident that after Trump met with Brad Garlinghouse and Stephen, the attorney for Ripple, I think that will happen. I think Trump's got good plans for crypto. Otherwise, his whole campaign was a lie. So I don't think that is going to be the case. I think he's got good plans. The one that I'm most interested about, and someone's mentioned in the chat was... Well, someone said I don't need to. There is no capital gains on XRP. Well, there is. There definitely is. Anywhere in the world,
100%
right now,
there is
capital gains on XRP right now. But what's interesting is which can come, which is unlikely in my opinion, but would be very. I mean, he said it, so it's very cool if it does happen. Is capital gains free on American technologies, which would include XRP. XRP is an American technology. Bitcoin, we don't know what technology is, so that one won't be included. But XRP. Is an American technology, and the news is, or the rumors are, that there will be no capital gains tax, and maybe we should all move to America and sell our XRP there. But that is something I'm very interested about. That will definitely pump the market for XRP. Everyone will be really coming in for capital free gains on US technologies. So some people might choose to wait for that. Again, everyone's take profit strategy is going to be different. Everyone has different risk tolerances. My risk tolerance is very high, and that's why I'm taking profits at $5. Some people might think that's not very risky at all. But trust me, crypto is very risky. Holding it from 30 cents, waiting for $5, that is a very risky move. And that's what I'm waiting for, to sell the majority. Then I'll be waiting for $10. Then I might be waiting for $33. And then I'll start again for next cycle, where we'll be targeting between $50 and $100 for XRP if it continues to get used. So the fun part's coming, the take profit part's coming, the part where everyone's emotions get all over the place. No one wants to sell. I don't want to sell, but you need to have your plans in place because it's going to be an emotional journey. It's going to be sleepless nights. It's going to be all over the place in the next few months, in my opinion. Yeah.
Two things to talk about. Gary Gensler. And I'll just add to what you just said about capital gains. No question about it. As the rules stand right now, if you purchase something and you make a profit from it, your capital was invested, hence the name capital, not income tax, income gains, you definitely pay tax. The only way you don't pay tax currently is by buying on your IRA. For me, it's a Roth IRA. There is traditional IRA, and the same in the UK. You've got ISA, individual savings account. But if you are on Robinhood, just to use it as an example, and you're buying XRP and you sell it, Robinhood will inform the IRS in the US or the Inland Revenue in the UK that you've made a gain. You might not think so, but they've done it already for you. And whether you declare that on your accounts and your statements is entirely up to you. But Robinhood will declare it, and that's why they provide you with your tax documents that you're supposed to submit to the IRS. I do it every single year. If you choose not to do so, that's up to you. But the IRS already knows, and they'll say, oi, we know you made some money on your crypto investments this year. You owe us some money. So you ain't going to get out of it. It's just the way it is. But also, we're going to move on. And this morning we brought you an exclusive. It literally came out the moment it was being done. Live, Gary Gensler's last farewell final. I'd like your thoughts on this, Sensei. We put this out as a video and it's doing very well. This was an exclusive. I say exclusive. It was along with CNBC, but it was at the moment it came out. It didn't come out afterwards. It came out live. We caught it live. This was the moment. What do you think of this, Sensei?
The SEC leadership still making
Let's have a
headlines
listen
with
right
just
now.
4 days left before President-elect Donald Trump taking office. The current SEC chair, Gary Gensler, stepping down. Yesterday, 2 Robinhood broker-dealers agreed to pay $45 million to settle SEC charges that they violated more than 10 security law provisions related to brokerage operations. We're going to talk about that and so much more. Joining us right now is SEC Chair Gary Gensler in his exit interview. Gary, thank you so much for joining us.
Great stuff.
And thank you for talking with us throughout your time in office. There's about 100 questions that I have on my list, but I want to start with one that I think actually may be, in a way, the hardest. And I think it's a political question, but it's also a philosophical question, which is when you look back at the work that you did over the last 4 years, and you also look at this election.
This is a live Gary Gensler interview
you look at
before data
the number
inflation.
of folks in the crypto world who ultimately turned out, not just turned out for President-elect Trump, but turned out for President-elect Trump with money, with dollars, the huge amount of money that went into effectively his campaign as, to some degree, a rebuke of what was happening with your efforts to block some of the things that they were doing. I'm so curious how you personally think about that today.
First, Andrew, Joe, Becky, so good to be with you, and thank you for inviting me. Look, I think, I believe deeply in our great democracy. I think that this election, though, as you point out, there was money raised from the crypto field. I don't think that's what this election was about. This field, the crypto field, a highly speculative field, has not been compliant with various laws, whether it's anti-money laundering laws, sanctions laws, or in our case, securities laws. Now, Bitcoin's not a security, but these 10 or 15,000 other tokens, the investing public has been hurt over the many years. My predecessor, Jay Clayton, who's going to serve again in the Trump administration, but Jay Clayton had brought about 80 cases.
Stand by
We're
for
a law
Sensei's
enforcement
reaction.
agency. That's what we've continued to do to protect the investing public so they get disclosure, to protect against fraud, manipulation, and there's just been too much of that in this field. Right. And then, of course, to address conflicts when you had these crypto exchanges not only operating as exchanges, but also trading against their customers and on and on.
There you go. I'm going to
question,
come back
though,
to Sensei
is,
now, and perhaps you might like to give me your thoughts. You've been following Gary Gensler for a long time. I know you got strong opinions. His exit speech today, he's done, he's gone. We caught it live. What do you think? Gary Gensler, are you a fan? Do you like him? Do you agree with him? What's your thoughts?
Definitely don't like him. I haven't liked him for a while. I think I always took Brad's and Stuart Aldergard, Stuart's position on it, who's the attorney for Ripple. He just, the way he handled the crypto industry, it's a regulation by enforcement. He's not making clear rules. He's especially for the US. I mean, he's in the US, but he's stopping businesses operating. He's not giving them clear guidelines, and then he's going after them. So a lot of these companies, like Ripple, all they wanted was regulation. They wanted the regulation there so they can build their business. But unfortunately, 80-90% of their business had to be outside the US because the SEC sued them for something that they tried to comply with. So I think he was against these businesses coming up. I think his leadership was a failure. And until the end, I mean, I'll show you, if you can put me on full screen for a second, I can show you Brad's
Absolutely.
reaction and Stuart's reaction to this on Twitter.
Oh, lovely. Yes, would love to see that. Yeah, fire away.
So I've got here, Brad's reaction was Gensler very much on brand, completely dismissive of the 2024 election and American public, fully commits to his failed regulation by enforcement agenda to the bitter end. So again, that regulation by enforcement is not something that anyone liked. And then this is Stuart Aldergrove. I can't pronounce his name for some reason. And he's the Ripple attorney. And he said on January the 20th, this is more current news as well. This is going to come to effect. I'll talk about it a bit more after I read it. But it says on January the 20th, Gensler's war on crypto ends at the SEC. We asked the SEC to agree to postpone the filing of their opening brief in their appeal of our victory. Current deadline, January the 15th, tomorrow. And they refused. What a waste of time and taxpayer dollars. Nevertheless, we are confident in our position on an appeal and look forward to meeting with the new SEC leadership to resolve the matter. So that is annoying that they didn't want to postpone it. But I mean, ultimately, there's going to be new leadership. There is going to be new leadership in the SEC. They are confident. He is confident that they're going to resolve this matter. This is going to be very, very good news for XRP, for Ripple, the company. Ripple can IPO. That's another thing that can send XRP up. The case being dismissed is going to be very, very good news as well. So I'm very bullish. It is good news that Gary's finally out. I feel like there's definitely has to be a change in the SEC, and I'm sure they're not going to continue going on about their regulation by enforcement agenda, as Brad put it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and we'll see if this case gets resolved, but I'm very confident it will be.
Good news. I just want to answer this question. Someone just commented and said, no tax on crypto unless you're buying something with crypto. I think some people misunderstand what we're saying here. If you sell crypto, it is a taxable event. You will be charged capital gains. It's a profit. If you buy anything in any nation on earth, I don't know every single nation, of course, but most standard countries with standard tax rules, if you buy something and sell it for a profit, there's capital gains tax. I have not heard of anywhere where you can buy crypto and sell it for a profit and have no tax. So we're not giving tax advice. We don't know everyone's situation, but those saying there is no tax on crypto unless you're buying something, I think you're talking about some kind of tax, like a VAT, an added tax to purchasing. We're not talking about that. We're talking about buying crypto and selling crypto. You will be charged, and this is what happens time and time again.
Yeah, there's definitely, I mean, in most countries, I mean, someone will point out maybe Dubai has different taxes, maybe it's 5%. Every country is a bit different. Do your own research, but most countries, I can speak for the UK, and not as an advisor, but just as my thoughts. What I've read is you sell, you pay capital gains. That is the case. Capital gains tax, if you sell, you pay it. And I think maybe you're referring to if you use crypto to buy something. As soon as you use a card, let's say you have a Revolut card, which you can use to spend your XRP. You're not spending XRP, you're selling XRP, and then that money is being used. That's a chargeable event. If you change your XRP to Ethereum, you do a swap, that's a chargeable gain. If you're staking your crypto and money comes in, that's a chargeable, that's income coming in. If you get airdrops from your holding your crypto, that's again income. So do your own research, but there is tax all around it. No, you're not getting away tax free with crypto or any investment really.
I know. Someone's mentioned here, LD Roberts, you're wrong, Martyn. Dubai is tax-free. I can't comment on Dubai. I can't comment on individual countries.
I don't think it is.
No.
I think it used to be at some point, but I'm sure they've got some sort of tax around it. Maybe it's 5% or something, but maybe.
55% of our audience are America. I'm talking from America, and then and it's taxable. Then we got Canada, which is about 20% of our audience. Taxable. Then we got the United Kingdom, which is about 10% of our audience, taxable. So I'm talking to about 80% of our audience, it's taxable. I don't know if you live in some far land where it's not. I can't comment. We're not giving financial advice, individual tax advice. But the general rule of thumb is if you're buying crypto, you've got to pay tax on it. If you know different, then that's great for you. Congratulations. But just consider you probably have to pay tax on it. And if you think you're not, you're probably wrong. You'd know if you'd be really sure if you knew. This is fantastic. Sensei, thank you for coming on to the show. We're making a video out of this. So is there anything you want to add before I let you go?
Apart from that, we've got our license. Well, I don't know if license is the right word, but we've got.
It is the right word. Yes. Yes, it is the right word. That is very, very exciting. I was really excited about that earlier. What is Sensei talking about? This is a really, really big deal, folks. This is so. I didn't have this on my original shop, which Sensei is enjoying telling me the shop that he runs for me is so much better. But it is. I'll say it. It annoyed me for a while when he kept saying that, but I thought, to take it on the chin, Martyn, it is a better shop. Let him have it. It's a better shop, and it is a better shop. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this. We have got today a wonderful thing. This is where we are right now. If you look at the video, under the video, you've got all these new items. These are the big mugs that everyone's been talking about. You know, we got these small mugs for a while. We got one now, a lot bigger, and I can't wait to get mine. But today, we're focusing on XRP. So let me look at this. Look at this. This is a proper license logo. Oh, check it out. That's how good we are. This is XRP to the moon. We have got the official Martyn Lucas shop. Obviously, that's the official shop, martynlucasshop.com. I'll give you the link right now. Go and check it out. You can get a proper XRP mug. This is the latte mug. Look how it looks on your table. Oh, yes. Look how it looks on the table. Nice and big. Very nice. And you got Sensei's official logo on one side. You've got my official logo on the other side. And you've got XRP itself to the moon right on the front. Yes, the license official logo. Look at that. Do you like that? I like it. And if you don't like latte, you go, well, yeah, I would prefer to have like just a big mug. You can have a big mug. And there is your big mug. There you go. I can't wait for mine to arrive. I've got mine in the post. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. Pretty bloody great. And someone was saying today, and there's mine. If you've not got one of my mugs, it's been signed. Look, go and check it out. Very, very exciting. I'll give you the link once again, martynlucasshop.com. Very, very exciting. I'm loving this, Sensei. This is great. So if you would like, all right, and we get enough interest, Sensei, but basically this is the official shop, right? And think of me as Ray Kroc, the guy, the founder of McDonald's, and Sensei is our McDonald's number one. He is our official merchandise shop, martynlucasshop.com. He handles it. Don't come to me and say, how does it work? I'll go, I don't know. I don't know how it works. Well, it's your shop. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't run it. Sensei runs it. Go and have a chat with him. All right. You want to be in the Discord channel. You want to be featured with the merchandise members club. See, I don't even know what it is, right? There's some club you can join, right? Talk to Sensei. Someone said to me today, what about if I buy a couple of mugs? Can I get some perks? Sensei's working on that one right now. And some people have said, well, now you can do licensed logos. Can I have NVIDIA? Can I have Virgin Galactic? The answer is yes. Watch this space. Sensei will come up with it. What do you want? I tell you what, 1 minute in the chat. What do you want? Do you want NVIDIA, Virgin Galactic, Binky Bonk? I don't know. What do you want to see with a proper logo on a mug? Put it in the chat, and then let's see what we get the most. And then Sensei will look at it.
On different items, what do you want?
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And while we're doing what do you wants, look at this, folks. We're very, very close. This is very exciting. Do you want to see? I said to Sensei, I reckon we can get to 60,000 subscribers on today's show. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 58,916. Get in. It could be 60,000 by today or tonight, tomorrow. Definitely by the end of the week. Absolutely brilliant. 60,000 subscribers. So if you want to tap the subscribe button, become part of the Lucozade family. This is very, very exciting. We are loving it. Okay, let's have a look in the chat. Keep on rolling around. We're about to end this video. This is going to go out with its own video. So we're keeping up the excitement. Let's have a quick look in the chat. What are you saying to me? What do you want on a mug with a proper official logo? Yes, we have the power. We can get it done. So everybody, I'm going to give you 1 minute. Ready, steady, go. Let's go. Let's look in the chat. What we're going to see in the chat. I want to see what you want on a mug with the official logo. We got Gorilla. We got Fisker. We got Ondo. Now I want to see it copying and pasting. Do you know what copy and paste is? This is what copy and paste is. I'll show you what copy and paste is. There's me. Look. There's me. SPCE. I want to see Virgin Galactic. That was my first stock, the stock that launched the show. Come on, everybody. Come on then. We got PAAA. What's that? We got Booby. I've never heard of that. That ain't a real stock, is it? I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Binky bonk. Let's see what we get the most. Sensei will go to work and put something together. Gary Gensler's head on the mug. Gary Gensler's head. That'd be quite good. Who wants Gary Gensler's head? Would you buy that, Sensei? Would you buy a mug with Gary? I wouldn't buy it.
I think I would.
You would?
For the fun of it.
You'd buy that, would you? I wouldn't buy it. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't buy it. What we got over here? I love Canadian oil. Fair enough. I love Canadian oil. Vaz, what is it? Vaz wants to be on Vaz's head on a mug. There you go. Tilray. What about junk? Mike wants junk. Andy Khan. Laser. He's been asking me about laser. We'll talk about that in a moment after this video finishes. Oops. Voo. The S&P 500. Sensei signed mug. Sensei could sign one of his mugs. He could do that. Bit copying me though, isn't it? Mobix, MOBX, Voo. So I reckon so far it's kind of split. There's nothing really in it. It's hard to tell. All right. XRP with XRP sweatshirt. We can do that. There you go. Very good indeed. Well done, everybody. Fantastic. Let's come back to Sensei. It looks like XRP, bit of Mobix, a few signed shirts, and a rubbish mug. Absolutely. If you put rubbish on a mug, you'll be paying me a license fee, Sensei, for that. Rubbish. I own that. I own the word rubbish. Where are you looking at, Sensei? You're over here. What's going on? You've muted yourself. Unmute yourself. Yeah, you're still muted. Yep, still muted. Now he has the serious face. He's got to end it. You got to call back in again. Unbelievable. I've got to try. How am I going to end this video now? This was a special video and he's broken it. Oh, hang on. He's back in again. Bloody hell, that was quick. Why did you even go in the first place? If you're going to come back in 3 seconds, why go? You fixed it now? Oh, no, he's gone. What's going on? I'll tell you what, this is chaos. Let me end the video. All right, that was a special with Sensei. Wasn't that special, though, was it? Went a bit pear-shaped at the end. But anyway, it was a bit of fun. We had a good conversation. That's our XRP interview with Sensei this afternoon. Click above my head. Maybe you'll comment below in the comments and tell us what you'd like to get as a special licensed product from the official shop. Very exciting, all this, isn't it? Can you believe we're getting all this? No one can believe it. I can't believe it. Over here and over here, more things you'll find interesting. Over here, I'll put the full Gary Gensler interview. You can't afford to miss that. And down here, the one that woke up the world to Bank of America. The one that everyone's copying and going, well, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Bank of America is $20,000 now. Down here, I'll put the viral video, the #1 video for XRP in the world, for XRP and Bank America, Gary Gensler up there. Leave your comments below. The ones that get the most comments that get the most about what you want, we'll make a mug just for you, all right? You want Gary Gensler's head? We'll give you Gary Gensler's head. Anyway, we haven't got to pay a license for that. I don't believe anyone's copyrighted it. Anyway, till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.